Okay, today we're gonna take a shot with my camo mask on just to see how it is. Shot before, it's been on, just gonna shoot again. And then we're gonna discuss something, your tag, your choice. Okay, what guys discuss all the time about what type of deer they should hunt with their tag. All right, so hold on, take a shot, and we'll get back to this. Okay, so you see it's right on. Okay, I'm going to pause this video, go in the shade, and we're going to talk a little bit. Okay, I had to come in because the neighbor started weed whacking his yard and leaf blowing. So I figured it'd be better just to finish talking in here. This is the arrow I shot. I found it hard to get the nocturnals that I like for these H knocks. So these are those, I don't know, wherever they're made. Probably China. These are the only ones I could find. And they have little collars that you push in, and then the inserts go in. They're very tight. I actually had the vise cracked, put it in between, and then push them in to make sure, you know, I know where to align them, pre-align them for me to push them in. Okay. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna get a push pin and show you how we shut them off. Okay, these are little tacks, these little push pins. Usually always keep one on the quiver, okay? But I took it off in the house the other day. I was shooting in the house again, okay? But these push pins are good. They're better than these come with a little screwdriver to shut them off. But honestly, you know, my eyesight's not that good, but you put them in and just lift up on it and it shuts off, okay? So other than practicing with your gear, there's something I wanted to talk about. Now that it's season, guys go out. If you're hunting land that is not private, okay, and it's your tag, wherever legally you're allowed to take in your area, some have a 3-point rule or whatever you're allowed to take legally is your business, okay? You hear guys on these Facebook talk sites or traditional sites going, oh, you should have let him grow another 2 years, okay? And how I answer that is, for who? The guy that shot the younger deer, put meat in his freezer, got it mounted on the wall, and that's his memory, okay? If he waits a couple of years and the rack gets bigger, who's it gonna benefit? You? No. Is it gonna benefit him? Well, if he wanted a bigger rack, he'd wait, right? But the fact that he chose what he wanted to get with a bow, that's his business. The most disheartening thing I hear is when hunters knock other hunters, especially over the size of the deer, okay? Because my opinion is absolutely ridiculous, okay? And I can tell you from firsthand, my first deer in the 1980 or so was on the ground. Not my first deer, I got deer before that, but my first buck, 1980, okay, with a bow, was on the ground, and it was a big area, field, woods, and he was going different paths. It took me a week of hard work on the ground to get within range, and I got him. And to this day, I don't care how big of a deer I get, that's the trophy. The trophy is the memory in my mind, okay? A lot of taxidermists, you'll hear them say, when the husband dies, the first thing the wife does is throw, and I guess it's maybe vice versa, but more so with the wife. When the husband dies, the first thing they throw out is all his taxidermy stuff and sell his hunting stuff, okay? And there's a lot of truth to that, you know, unless the women hunt. I'm really proud to say there's a lot of women getting into hunting these days, you know, a lot of good groups too. Long Island, we have Babes and Bucks. They great group of women. They go out, they hunt, they fish, they share their adventures, okay? And I'm all for promoting the sport, and part of promoting the sport is being respectful to other hunters. So I can tell you, also I was on a nuisance permit. and they required me to take deer, you know, sometimes small deer, you know, because it was necessary. And to be honest, I don't like taking small deer because you still got to skin them, you still got to butcher them, you still got to vacuum pack them, you got to go through all the processes to get like a baggie full of meat. So it's not worth it to me, okay? Then I have another friend that's been hunting for 40 years or so, and he only takes smaller deer. Not, you know, not fawns, but smaller deer because they're tender, and he eats the meat for his family, and he could care less about size. Bottom line is, it's his tag, it's his choice. If you have private land, and you have your own property, and you allow people to hunt on your private land, you make your own rules, okay? You show them, say, these are the deer that are on my property. I don't want you to shoot them, they're too young, this one's acceptable, or whatever, okay? And that's your rules, your property, and you have to respect that, okay? People should respect it, okay? Otherwise, throw them off. But as far as hunting public land, especially here, you know, there's so many deer on Long Island. I've got Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain fever twice. I hit a deer last year, which made number 6 deer or so for me that I got last year. Lucky it wasn't bad, and I was able to butcher it and save it, but, you know, right at the front end of my car, my truck. So, but the populations have to come down. So here where I live, they even have a special doe season coming up to September 10th, I believe the 18th it is. And I know a neighbor and a friend, he don't hunt, all right? He did when he was younger, but he don't hunt now. And he always appreciates when I give him some venison. So he talked to a friend, and I'm allowed to hunt on that little piece of land, and she don't like hunting, this woman, just long enough to get him a deer. So I told him, I'll get you a deer and we'll split it. I'll butcher it and all, and you'll have a half a deer for your freezer, and I'll have half a deer. And I'm not going to shoot a little one, but I'm not going to wait for a monster. I'm going to put meat in the freezer. I'm hunting for meat, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. Once again, all these guys that say, oh, let them grow, what are you doing? For what? For who? For who? It's your trophy. It's your trophy. If you chose to let that deer get bigger and a bigger rack, is the other guy going to benefit from it? No. No. So if you're happy with putting that deer on the wall, okay, and saying, that's my trophy, well deserved. Congratulations to you. I'll back you up any day, you know. And then if you're a trophy hunter, keep your mouth shut and you do what you want to do. Don't be rude, all right? Don't be a big mouth saying, oh, what did you take that for? Or, you know, you're a rookie or whatever. Please don't do that. Because you know who looks like the idiot? You do. Okay? So, I don't know. We'll see how the comments go. Hopefully there's no comments on this YouTube video. But if there is, I may turn off the comments. Because I'm telling you like it is. Your tag, following the rules of your state, your trophy, you do whatever you want with it. If it's on private property, you respect the wishes of whatever the owner says, okay? 8-point or under, whatever, show you pictures. These are the deer I don't want you to take. Don't take no does. Private land, you can make up your own rules, okay? All right, and if people don't follow your own rules on private land, throw them off. Okay, so that was the end of this video. I started off taking a shot with my face mask on. And the one thing I will tell you is be ethical as far as practicing with your gear. Practice with your headnet on. Practice with your coat on if you have to, if it's, you know, cool enough. It's so hot down here, I'm going to go in the woods with a tight sweatshirt and a camo mask. So another good video is Why We Miss. You can watch that on Barebow Joe. Be a shooting machine, bow grip, arrow trajectory. There's so many videos I made that if you take the time, it'll help you, okay? So good luck. I hope you're successful. Be proud of whatever you get, whatever you choose. It's your business, nobody else's business, okay? And once again, their reasoning is you should let it grow. For who? You're going to eat it. You're going to mount it on your wall. What's next year going to benefit you? A little bigger rack? And ain't going to put meat in your freezer. And you're still going to be respected to get a nice deer with a bow and arrow, okay? It's quite an accomplishment. Shoot straight. Be nice. All right? Go get a deer. Thank you. That's the end.